It's the best outfit I got, and it hides my
Is that the
it hides my drape.
wait? Is that the best outfit you got? Do you think if we poll the people that love you and care about you, do you think that is your best outfit?
No, I own a suit.
Okay,
But,
okay. Just saying,
uh,
just saying. You're throwing a
But I
best
mean,
out there.
I look like like I'm trying to be stylishly casual.
That's fair. That's a good way to
Like,
put it.
I don't look like a complete bum. It's like, he cares enough to at least be comfortable and cool.
It looks like you purposely put the comfortable clothes together. It's not like they're like mismatched. They're from the same company. They match. It's almost like you put thought
a choice
into it.
was made.
Yes, you put thought into
A
it.
choice was made. It's not like, because usually if I'm just comfy, it is I'm picking a pair of shorts and whatever is like laying.
Yeah, whatever's
That's it.
closest.
Now just having these are a baggier pair of sweatpants. I can hide the fact that I have a tube coming out of the bottom of my stomach, going into a children's plastic grenade, draining liquid.
Yeah. How long do you have to do that for?
Hopefully it comes out Wednesday this week, and hopefully it stays out. And doesn't have to come back. This is the second time, round 2. Told doctors, hey, good practice round the first time. Let's run it back.
Yeah.
And we did that last week. So
You just loved it so much that you wanted to do it again.
yeah, I loved being uncomfortable. I love being on antibiotics. I love not being able to work out and move. I'm that guy. I like just sitting here doing fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And
I
thank God for this golf outing, because otherwise I'd be like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my day? And it's driving me absolutely insane.
and we got a lot done. It is official. It is
Yeah.
a event. It is happening on August
It's official.
23rd.
We changed it to a pickleball tournament July 21st. It's a Tuesday.
Don't throw out
and
fake dates. It is August 23rd at Deer Track.
No one's listening anymore.
You don't think anybody's listening? It is 2 minutes in to the episode.
Yeah, they've already seen that. All right, Michael's in this position. He's got his sock. Let's wait till maybe his other position's up. So they fast forwarded. They're like, all right, we took our screenshots. They're jerking off to part of it already. They're past
Yeah, but I
this.
hope they're also like our voice as well. Don't you think so? Or is it just still images?
There is no way my voice is doing it for anyone. Are you kidding me? You think this is what's getting you?
Oh, desolate tones.
I don't talk like that in this,
Oh,
anyways.
Yeah.
It's just a low monotone.
Welcome to Fat.
I hate where I'm at.
Welcome to Fat Chance After Dark.
Where we do the exact same thing, but it's dark outside.
We turn the lights off.
Yeah, you just can't see it.
Yeah, man. It's funny.
No.
But yeah, with the golf outing, we've been getting a lot done for that. It's gonna be a great event. It's gonna be August 23rd. Come on out, please. Deer Track, Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Get your foursomes in. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, it will be a blast. And if you don't get them in early this year, because this is always my biggest gripe, guess what? I'm going to charge you more money. End of discussion.
That's my favorite thing about you is like you hate how relaxed some people are in certain things.
Yeah.
Like that bothers you more than anything. You're like, just get the people, just get them in, and some people are like, just lollygagging all around life.
The thing is, I get both sides. Where it's like, listen, hey, you don't have to. There isn't as much urgency to this event as, let's say, Bob Does Sports puts on their golf outing. That's going to sell out overnight or in a couple hours. So, yeah, there isn't that sense of urgency yet. But I always want to challenge those people. Like, listen, how about you put this in my shoes, or you sit in my shoes and you run this, and you need X amount of dollars to do so. So that's why I'm getting on people.
Yeah, it comes.
I'm looking at you specifically, you little piece of shit. Yeah, you know I'm talking to you. You and your little friends that keep saying, "Oh, I'm gonna play. Guess what? We'd love it if you'd come. It's for a great cause. But guess what? Oh, maybe. I gotta think about it. I only have 2 people. Oh, well, one person dropped out. You know what? Front the money. You're the big swinging dick of the group, aren't you? Front the money. Just give me $500. I don't care if you show up yourself. I'm not going to give you your other $375 back. No, because it's going to a good cause. And you know what? You just tax write-off. So guess what? Give us your money.
We, I think, lost people with that pitch.
Are you kidding? What are you talking about?
Just the pitch of give us your money. It's for a good cause is going to be
it's like
immensely.
my number one thing I hate about if I have to like sell a prize. Like, listen, you don't make it seem like you just want their money. You want to give them something in return.
Yeah.
And I'm doing exactly what I hate, which we all know it's kind of a bit. Not really. But yeah, come out, support a good cause.
Yeah.
Let's move on from the golf outing.
Okay, cool. You've been
Re-hospitalized.
rehospitalized, so I assume you haven't been in the comedy scene, but I know we just had an episode with the Ski is Easy guys. Skiing is easy.
They're easy breezy, a little sleazy.
Yeah.
I like those guys.
My whole thing is get me some merch, baby.
Well, then message them.
Whoa, what?
That's what I did. I put in the legwork.
What do you
I'm
mean?
not just slinging out merch for other people.
What do you mean? I was left out of it. I didn't even get a phone call. I didn't even get a FaceTime to be on the other side of it.
Do you think I know how to do that? Yeah, no.
You
absolutely
know
not.
how to
Put you in the dark.
FaceTime. You know how to FaceTime.
Absolutely not. What are you talking about? We're in the same room.
Yeah.
You just are somehow on a bright blue wall that definitely looks like belongs in my apartment.
You could easily phoned me in, but nope. You wanted all the merch to yourself.
It would have been a legit. Do you think I was expecting merch?
No,
I was not.
No. True.
I was not expecting merch. They were two wonderful
Yeah,
gentlemen
they looked dope.
who dropped off a T-shirt and a hat for me, and it was great. They're hanging up on the wall. It's going to become part of a new idea I have, the Fat Chance wall. So when Garrett comes on, who I think is a mixture of you and AJ Grill, we'll get some Pallet City comedy stuff here, and just slowly start building the Denver network, and then run off to success.
Yeah. Well, the game today is all about merch, so that's what I wanted to say.
Shit. Okay.
I love just merch. Like, go to concerts.
You things. You just like things. You greedy bastard.
No, I like unique merch, like things that I haven't seen before, or like a shirt that I'm like, oh, that's a sweet design. Do you remember any concerts or shows you went to that you loved the merch?
I don't know if I've loved it. See, I'm in the same boat, and I would love to have a memento for very certain things. Like if I just go to, I've seen Kenny Chesney 3 times. I don't need a T-shirt every time I go. First time I went, big deal for me. My buddy bought me a shirt. I have saved that shirt my entire life. When I saw Midland at Red Rocks, I'm like, this is a big moment. It's one of my favorite bands at a dream venue. Definitely getting a shirt. It's like taking a picture for me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't need to buy a T-shirt everywhere I go.
Yeah, that's true. And also, like, some shirts, I just went to an artist not too long ago, and he's really cool, and met him after the show and stuff, and I was going to get a shirt, and his shirts were like the cowboy shirts where it has like they're white with like a blue collar and a blue thing, and I was like, I can't wear that. Like, it just doesn't fit my body.
It's cool, but yeah, if you're never gonna wear it, I'm not just giving you. Might as well just give them $50.
Yeah, but I mean, I also like to support good artists, and I've been getting into signed posters, signed like tour posters. I do like those, so I have a couple of those.
The tour posters are cool. Some of them are cool, but then it gets to a point. See, think you need to be selective.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Where you're just hoarding.
Yes.
Like, you only got so much space on your wall. None of us have these giant houses with man caves where we can just start putting everything we do up.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't get me wrong. I love to be supportive. I bought a record for the guy who used to be my cleaner at my old job, and he has a band, and I bought a record to support him, and it's sitting here with our record player. Yes, but if I bought something every time I went,
yeah,
I
do have a gripe with records though. So I hate that. I know this is the dumbest gripe to have. I hate that you can't bounce around from song to song.
Yeah.
You have
But
to.
I think that's why people like it, is it forces you to listen to the
Yeah,
rest of the
you
music.
have to listen to it. Like for me, like I love just skipping like songs and like finding like I can't
Yeah.
do a full record. My ADHD can't do it.
Finding the same 6 songs you listen to every day. Yeah. My thing with records is I think they're magic. I don't understand how they work. So
It's yeah,
I know the grooves and the needle and
Yeah.
the blah, blah, but like I don't understand how anything works. I really
Yeah.
genuinely don't.
how do
I'm
these
stupid.
how do these microphones work? Who knows? But
Well, you see,
yeah, go ahead, say that.
I don't know.
yeah. Thought so. All right, let's do some crazy merch. I have 12 crazy merch things that are very unique, and then you have to tell me what band this was for. They're all for bands.
They're all bands. You're not throwing something in
I'm
there
not.
that's, like,
I'm
weird.
not. I'm not. These are all bands or artists that you should know.
Okay.
All right, here we go. On the first one is a fake mustache set as their merch. Who would be a fake mustache set?
Fake mustache set. Kiss.
Ooh, that is. I don't think they have mustaches in Kiss.
They definitely don't. It would be like a white face set, but
Yeah.
you know,
But the answer is Weezer.
Weezer. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that
Yeah,
one. Is Weezer sing Beverly Hills?
They do. That is true.
Beverly Hills. That's where I want to be. Okay.
All right, we're gonna have to cut that out. That's not. That's That's copyright infringement. All right, this next merch was a casket.
Ooh, a casket. This definitely has to be an emo band. I'm gonna say Green Day.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good. But this is actually the band you just said, Kiss.
Kiss. Sick.
Yeah.
Oh, like a kiss of death.
Yeah, that a Kiss casket, and they changed the C to a K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How much? Do you know how much these items were selling for?
No, I don't. I don't have that on there. I have one of them that is worth how much it is worth, because I thought it was funny just to see.
You know there are super fans for everything that
Yeah.
has every piece of merch that's ever been bought in their basement. You're like, you know what? My dad really liked Kiss. He's like, yeah, how much? He goes, check out our basement, and it's just like a black and white shrine to these people.
Imagine going to a funeral and you just have your uncle just in a Kiss casket.
It's themed, yeah. It's themed.
And they're just
He really liked Kiss.
yeah, they're just playing. I wanna rock and roll all night.
Imagine going to that
Party
funeral
every-
and they painted his face as Kiss, like he loved the band, and it's an open casket.
And they have his
You're like,
they have his tongue out.
yeah, you're just like, I didn't know he was a part of the band. And you're like, he's not, absolutely not.
This was his request. This is what he wanted to do.
Yeah, unfortunately, he died listening to Guns N' Roses, but we can't tell him that.
Do you know when I said that they're all bands? I lied. 2 of them are not bands.
Yeah, I know you.
2 of them are.
It's like Rachel telling me we have ingredients at the house, and we definitely don't have those ingredients at the house. But we then leave the grocery store thinking we have the ingredients at the house, and then I go to make the recipe, and we don't have those ingredients at the house, and I don't like that.
Well, 2 of these ingredients are movies. Okay, so keep that in mind.
Fuck.
Leather briefs.
2 of these are movies. Leather briefs, Brokeback Mountain.
That's a good guess, but the answer is the movie 300, Spartan briefs.
Okay.
You can look like King Leonidas.
Of all the things you could get as merch from the movie 300, spear maybe, a crown, the like leather or metal chest plate. I'm gonna go with leather briefs. A little questionable about your intentions to watching that movie.
I think I would do it. Tonight we dine in hell. All right, back to the artists. Cat headphones. The merch is
Garfield.
no. We're back to
You said back to the
back to the artists.
The Pussycat Dolls.
That's a very good answer.
I know. That's why I said it.
but Dead Mouse is the right answer. The DJ Dead Mouse.
You know what's funny is like I don't listen to half these people.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you a song by Dead Mouse.
I couldn't either.
Is this the one with the marshmallow on his head?
No, he's the one with the mouse on his head.
It's Mickey.
Yeah, it's Mickey. Who has stalker gloves? Stalker gloves.
What are stalker gloves?
No clue, but they're supposedly used for stalking people.
Are they gloves or glove? Because that would change my answer.
Gloves.
Stalker glove. It's not MJ.
Yeah.
He doesn't stalk. He attracts.
I think you're thinking of OJ.
Yeah. Well, those don't fit.
Yeah.
So that would be a terrible purchase. Just your merch is wrong fitting gloves.
Well, did you know that
what size are you?
Well,
What?
during that time, Isotonas grew, like their sales went skyrocketed during the OJ trial.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So stalking gloves.
You're not going to get this one. I don't even know this band, but you've heard of them because they are featured on Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Oh, cool. What is the name?
Cannibal
of the band?
Corpse.
Cannibal Corpse. Okay.
Yeah.
What the stalking gloves? What do they look like? Are they white? Are they black?
I think they're black. They're black.
Yeah, that would make sense. Stalking got to be in the night.
This next one is barbecue branding iron. You can iron your meat.
Barbecue branding. This got to be a country guy. A real country guy. Real country. Probably Luke Bryan or Willie Nelson.
Ooh, those are good guesses, but Ozzy Osbourne. You can brand your meat to have it say Ozzy on it.
Oh, your meat or your meat?
The meat on the grill.
Okay. Well, what's on the grill? He tends to eat a lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
Is he alive?
Yes, I think so. Which is crazy to me. That he can't form sentences normally, and then he sings.
Really? That's crazy to you? The guy that ate a bat live on stage and probably did coke.
But he sings songs. Like like.
Well, you know how many people have like stutters and then suddenly are just like savants in the music industry?
Fair.
Yeah, it's just how that works.
Right.
He just one part of his brain works, and then when it's like, you know what, I want you to just speak, but in a magnificent way, then it's fine.
Okay. All right. This next one, I think you will get. This is one that I think you'll get. It's a vibrating broom.
A vibrating broom?
Yes.
How the fuck am I supposed to get? Is this the Wizard of Oz?
Oh, you are so I was so hoping you'd
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter is correct. It's a Nimbus 2000. It was a vibrating broom. So imagine buying that after you see the movie.
A vibrating broom, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's quite the toy.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Did they say where the demographic that usually bought it? Was it male, female, ages 18 and up?
I do not know. I know it wasn't going to be that creepy.
Well, listen, vibrating stick, most people are like, And with the name Nimbus 2000?
Yeah.
But you're going to be real nimble after you're using that thing.
Next one is a cum rag. What band?
Oh, I thought this was like South Park.
In a way, yes. In a way, it's kind of like that. Yes, you're on a good train of thought.
On a good train of thought, South Park.
Not just South Park in general, just like that type of brand.
I don't know. Did you say Smashing Pumpkins already?
No. But
Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
That is not the correct answer. The correct answer is Tenacious D.
Tenacious D. Is that the one with Jack Black?
That is one with Jack Black. That's why I was like, oh, he's like a comedian, and
isn't he Kung Fu Panda?
He is Kung Fu Panda, yeah.
And he is allowed to sell.
He also has a song.
I guess Kung Fu Panda, I think, is a DreamWorks movie.
Yeah, I mean
it's not Disney,
separate.
So I
don't
think you're
think
definitely.
Yeah, I think they're separate.
Yeah, definitely separate because Disney, there's no way in your past you sold cum rags.
Yeah,
you're allowed to be Iron Man.
Yeah, but I think they will. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. did some wild stuff. in his past.
Yeah.
Didn't he go to jail?
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure they've all done some
Yeah,
weird shit. Disney's done some weird stuff.
All right, next one is Whiplash Mascara.
Whiplash? What is whiplash? I know what mascara is, but what's whiplash
It's a
mascara?
type of mascara, maybe, or what they call it. I do not know, but
Is it the one where like you get the
I will give
you
you.
get the wings?
I'll give you a hint for this one. It's someone who probably uses it every show.
Whiplash mascara. Is it a male or female?
Male.
Male. Is it Adam Lambert?
Oh, I would say it's a precursor to Adam Lambert. It's Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper. Cool. Yeah.
Do you know who Alice Cooper is?
I do, but I don't.
Okay.
Like, give me a song.
School's out for the summer.
Yeah. Cool. Wouldn't have got that ever. I'm going to go Ofer, I think, on this one.
Maybe. All right. Brick bundle. You can buy a brick from this
Bob the Builder.
From this person's childhood home.
Is a band?
It's a artist. Technically, it's one person.
Banksy?
They did say Banksy might be the Gorillas, or they know of one another. That's a whole nother conspiracy theory. But no, it's not Banksy. It is Eminem. You could buy a brick from his childhood home.
I've seen the movie. That's not that big of a house. Didn't he live in a trailer too?
Yeah,
like,
it was. I assume it was like early on. He did that.
Is it the 4 bricks that held up the trailer so you can buy 4 bricks?
Probably.
That's, like, again, who's buying this? On today's episode of Who's Buying This Shit, bricks.
Yeah.
You can't authenticate that.
This next one came from the reason that they had this because his album was called Woods or In the Woods, and it was a $3,000 axe. You could buy a $3,000 axe, and it's so funny.
In the Woods.
That's what
Is it Justin Timberlake?
That is correct.
Oh my God, that was such a good guess. I'm like, I think that's a JT album.
Imagine just being like, "Hey, Dad, I'm gonna come chop my wood. Let me grab my Justin Timberlake axe real quick."
Yeah, I'm bringing sexy back, and then all the way front.
I'm bringing choppy back.
Oh, did I cut you, Dad? Cry me a river.
No.
We can keep doing them all day, baby. All day.
All right, and then the last one.
Can't stop this feeling.
And then the last one is custom duct tape. What band has custom duct tape?
Oh shit! Isn't there one where they're like, All American Rejects?
It is One Direction. It is One Direction is the answer I'm looking for, which is very funny to me. Imagine if like you're a kidnapper and you use One Direction duct tape. It's just like a bunch of pictures of Teen Bop kids on them. It's very funny to me.
Were there pictures of them?
There are pictures of them. There's like it's like almost like a J14 like calendar shoot.
So duct tape. We couldn't have gone like a more, friendly route, like
Yeah.
Band-Aids. Let's start with Band-Aids, not some abductee material.
Yeah. It's very funny to me.
That's of all the things, I feel like the duct tape was the most reasonable. Can you imagine, though, being a father with daughters or a son, and you're going to Home Depot, you're like, we need a few things, get some duct tape, and you see a row of duct tape, and you're with your kid, and he throws, or she, or, whatever, throws a fit because you don't buy the One Direction duct tape?
I just love it of like just a dad at home doing group projects or like just something around the house, and he's like, "Hey, honey, grab me the One Direction tape. I need to tighten this down." Just in his garage.
The sacrifices you got to make as a parent. Everything is, One Direction, Miley Cyrus. What are the other big ones?
I mean, you have to support your kids. I mean, that's really what it all is.
To what extent do you have to support your kids? Mom, Dad, put us a comment. What extent did you stop supporting me?
Yeah. When did you stop supporting Michael and his adventures?
I don't think they have. They cared. They care. They've been worried.
I
think
they still do. I think they still would support you. They support you.
My parents definitely care about me, and they support me a lot.
Yeah.
I think Rachel's reaching her limit, having to play nurse way too often.
Yeah, at home and at work.
Yeah, she goes to work, nurse, comes back, nurse. Second job, nurse, comes back, nurse.
Yeah. It's a rough one.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, you could just leave me in the hospital.
Yeah. You can just take me to work with you.
Yeah. Just take me to work with you. Just like it's like daycare.
It's probably the best place for them, you know?
No, at this point, I could definitely handle everything that's going on with this thing, but it's just gross. I don't like looking at it.
Yeah.
I was a big boy, though. She changed the dressing, and I looked at the tube going into my stomach, and it didn't really gross me out as much as I thought.
Well, that still grosses me out, so quit talking about it.
It's like, you ever seen I want you to picture a cubicle.
I don't want to. Okay.
I want you to picture a cubicle.
All right.
All right, and then you're at your computer. You drop your pen. Okay, you drop your pen, and you're like, oh shit! It's one of those moments where it drops. You think it's gonna be there, but now it's like way over there, kind of thing. So now you got to get down.
Shit.
And you look at all these wires. Underneath the computer, and you see like one of those skinny white computer wires.
Okay.
Going from somewhere underneath someone else's desk
to
a computer.
Okay.
Yeah, Craig from accounting's actually been spying on you. But that white cord is actually what's coming out of my stomach.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is weird. That was quite the...
Yeah, it's just a skinny white tube, and then it goes into, what looks like a miniature version of a clear water slide where you go through the tube, and then you go into that big bowl, and it's just like a little grenade, and then there's all this little bacteria-filled liquid just swishing, sloshing, splashing around. And right now, thankfully, water park is going out of business because there's not a lot of stuff going in there.
That's good news. Yeah, the water's being shut off. That's
good.
Water
is being shut off, yeah.
To step aside from that, I just read today, actually, on like the news thing, that someone in like February was on an airplane and they passed away during the flight. So they didn't know what to do, so they put the person who passed away up to the like front. So, but they had to put him next to. It was a full flight, so they had to seat him next to people.
So this guy was in like seat 10F.
Yeah.
Died.
Yeah.
Had to have been peacefully.
Yeah.
Also, and then they moved a dead body up.
So they could.
Which means the flight attendant went up to a guy in the front row and goes, "Sir, do you mind switching seats with someone in 10F?" Like, yeah. Do you know? Can I ask why? I go, he died, and now you're in a middle seat 10 rows back for a dead.
That is my question for you. Where are you putting the dead person? If you have to sit with a dead person, where are you putting them in the row? Are you giving them a window seat, or are you putting them in the aisle and have to pass them every time?
They're going in the window. You want to just like place and forget kind of thing. Lean them against, like Weekend at Bernie's or whatever it is. Also, how do they know he died? Like, this didn't seem like that big of a deal. He could have just like, for me, I'd be like, oh, this guy's just knocked out for the flight.
That's what like put on some AirPods on him, just like put on the big headphones and just have him sleep in the corner.
Yeah, and then let the flight attendant be like, "Sir, you need to get off the plane." And then when he goes limp, be like, "Whoops." And then you're already gone.
What?
But there's no way as a flight attendant I am going to a guy in first class or front row and be like, "Sir, do you mind switching seats with the deceased?"
Isn't that so funny?
No.
That is so funny to me.
Absolutely.
That
is hysterical.
I just love figuring out which like where they're gonna put them or who they're gonna put them with. They're like, who should I put these people with?
Just put him with the other like really elderly people. Like this could be you.
Yeah.
Be thankful.
Do you know this man?
Yeah. Same retirement home. Is that where you guys are going back to?
Yeah.
No, that's very interesting. Because usually, I guess if someone dies, does it depend on the type of death? Like if someone dies, is it an emergency landing if they're dead? How long until they stink?
Yeah, that's my whole thing. They must have had like enough, like it must have been a short flight, like a shorter flight left that like it would only make sense for them to emergency land at the next airport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, realistically, I think what you do, there's got to be a body bag on that flight. Put him in the body bag, poke a few holes in case he actually did just take his Xanax and fall asleep. And then you put him in the back of the plane, okay? Put him in the back of the plane and kind of like stand him up a little bit. So if the flight attendants need to get back there, like, hey, I asked for another Diet Coke. I'd like it. It's only in the back. Push him aside. But I think you need the front of the plane for exiting purposes clean. And then he's just the back, and then someone's got an open seat. It works out.
Yeah, I just think that they have to get him off first, I would assume. Like everybody.
Do you? Where does he need to be?
Like everyone's probably, those people that stand up as soon as the plane lands. Like those people are probably pissed. They're like, oh, now we have to wait even more.
Yeah, he's gonna move real slow. Is it like is it a situation where like, hey, if your roommate dies in college, you're supposed to get like?
Yeah, I think everyone on that plane.
Do we all get a free flight?
Yeah, I think everyone on that plane definitely gets an A+ on their homework.
Yeah, like hey, you get 200 extra bonus miles because Ken died.
They all
like, wow, thank you for giving us.
They all are upgraded to boarding.
Got like 2 cents.
Boarding groups A for sure, maybe a B. Yeah.
Which, wow, have you ever had a medical emergency on the plane? What, you've been flying?
No, I don't think so. I'm also
I haven't either.
In my own world when I fly. I am just put some headphones in and don't talk to me, don't look at me. I am in my own world. I am perfectly good flying. To the point where at one time I was on a plane to LA and there's I'm in a window seat and there's 2 old Korean ladies to the right of me. And I'm sitting there and I turned on the screen to see if they have any good movies and they didn't. And then I'm just like, all right, I'll just take a nap. So I kind of take a nap. But right before I took a nap, I see the Korean lady, like, she's like, oh, how do you, like, saw that my screen's on and, like, start punching the screen, like, pushing at it. And it's a flight from LAX to Milwaukee. So I fly. I get like the plane lands and I still see the Korean lady pushing on her screen. Black screen, never figured out how to get it on.
You asshole, you could have helped her.
Well, I didn't know. I was sleeping. It's a 5-hour flight. I was like, I didn't know. I thought she'd figure it out. But yeah, I was in my own world.
Yeah, I'm indifferent. Sometimes I guess it depends on the flight. If it's a short flight, like you're doing a connecting one, Milwaukee to Chicago, and it's one of those small planes, and someone like strikes up a little conversation with you, it's a 20-minute flight. You're like, you know what, whatever. I'm in a good mood. I'm going somewhere fun. Okay, but if it is a returning flight or a longer flight, and you got the guy next to you, and he looks like hey, I'm gonna try and talk your ear off this whole flight. No, I do genuinely think when I'm at the airport, I am either the happiest or most annoyed person I've ever been in my life. Because I am such an efficiency person, and if you do not obey what I think is the law at the airport, I hate you.
So
absolutely hate you.
You should look it up. I don't. There's certain airlines that if you tell them you're going to a bachelor party, or going on something for a bachelor party, they'll give you a free drink.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
This was also pre-COVID when I got it, but it was like right before COVID. I went to Austin and for a bachelor party, and we said that, and they all gave us free drinks. So 1 free drink.
That's nice.
1 free drink, yeah.
Were you with a group of people? Because
I'm
gonna start doing that just
we
by
got
myself.
it. We got it.
Sir, you're going to Kansas.
We got it on the way there and on the way back. And on the way there was only 2. On the way back it was 3. So
interesting.
Yeah. But
that's a fun little flight hack.
Yeah,
I don't think I'll ever do it. I'll forget about it.
I want to say it was United or Delta, one of the 2, but who knows?
I don't think United can afford it anymore. but
I don't know.
maybe
If
Delta.
yeah, who knows? Or maybe Southwest. Who knows what it was? But yeah, really enjoyed it.
I'm sick of flying. I haven't done it in a while, but I've taken enough flights in the last 2.5 years. We're okay for a little bit.
The only other thing I want to ask about is, so I put up some reels and I put up some, some things to feed the algorithm and things like that. How much do you read comments of
How much do I read comments?
of like people that think they're helping and like, giving out good stuff and they're just not, like, it's not what it is doing?
I think for the Fat Chance stuff, I like if we get comments and engagement stuff like that, I like reading it. One, usually because they're absolutely wild what people think or enjoy, and sometimes they're really nice. Sometimes they're, and I'll say it again, like, hey, I dare you guys to give each other wedgies online. And it's like just not gonna happen. I'm just gonna keep bullying whoever that is. But like, cause the comments are good and bad. Depends on what you're doing. So like, if you're doing it as an individual, and they're like, hey man, this will help your joke out, you kind of just gotta ignore that. I would say probably 1 out of 10 times you're gonna get someone that gives you maybe a good advice.
Yeah.
But for like the Fat Chance as a brand, like I'm trying to build a community. So yeah, I do really want to see some of the comments.
For me, I had someone on my stand up put, man, you are so close. Keep going, bro.
That is hysterical. That's incredible.
Like it was unreal that person's like, I don't know, trying to motivate me to do more stand up or something. I don't get, or maybe better joke. I don't know.
That is like the nicest way to maybe say, listen, man, you're performing. It sucks, but you're performing. Keep going. Maybe it won't suck any longer.
And then very recently, this happened today. I don't really put stuff on Facebook because I think it's for old people and people in small towns. And I put on my reel that I had on Facebook, on Instagram and TikTok, and someone who I worked with probably 15 years ago just go, "Oh my God, you're doing it." That's all.
Dude, you might need to start posting more because I think people think you're dead.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember this guy even existed. I'm like, oh yeah, I do know who this person is.
Like that means the last time you had a conversation with this guy, you told him your dreams, your aspirations, and he didn't buy any of it. It was like, holy shit, you're actually doing this?
Yeah, like he's like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna amount to nothing.
Yeah. Like, that's also I find it funny too that they're like, because if he's like, oh my God, you're doing it, you're living your dream.
No.
Like, they think just because it's online that this is incredible. Like, this is huge.
Yeah.
It's online. The amount of people that don't realize how easy it is to get anything online.
Oh,
like
for
I
sure.
used to think, before you like actually learn the process, even putting a podcast out. Before like what I learned how to do any of this, I was like, oh my God, these guys they're on Spotify. They're doing like it's got to be going well. And I go, and you learn like, oh, I could put 10 minutes of just me farting into a microphone on Spotify, and they'd be all right with it. Like I could. It'd be like the fart podcast, and it's
Dude,
just me farting.
It
for
is.
10 minutes.
It is so much. It's so crazy, especially in the comedy world too. Like not even podcasts, but like shows. Like people were like, "Yeah, I'm on this show. I'm on this many shows." I was like, "Yeah, I saw the lineup. That's gonna be awful for the audience." And my favorite thing is after a post show, people usually take a picture with all the comedians and like, tonight rocked, it was great, and they have zero pictures of the audience.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Usually it's the dead giveaway that A, it wasn't attended well, and B, there was probably a lot of people like, what the hell?
Yeah, those. I mean, we all gotta do those shows, but no, I agree with you. You see them, you're like, this might be a rough one. But
Yeah.
hey, $20 is $20, and 2 free drink tickets.
Get those free
That's a
drinks,
Friday night.
baby.
Free drinks. Oh man, it's like working at a bar all over again. Just trying to drink for free on the weekends.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what we're all chasing. Mans, ladies, they, thems. We're all chasing free drinks. That's all we want.
Free drinks on the weekend. That's it.
Free drinks on the weekends.
That should be everyone's life motto.
Smile.
What are you doing this for? Free drinks on the weekend.
Free drinks on the weekend. Honestly, I'll have a free drink on a weekday if you're provided. A cheap date.
Oh, free drink on during the weekday. It feels weird though.
It feels like you're doing something
Drinking
wrong.
during the weekday feels weird. I can't drink for another 10 days.
What's the first one you're gonna go for?
First drink?
Yeah. Can I guess? Could I guess?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be allowed to drink right away because my liver enzymes are high for a little bit. And then
Okay.
I know, but yeah.
Okay.
What do you think my first drink
I
would
think
be post recovery?
I think your first drink is gonna be a.
No. Try again. Let's do a real answer.
I think you're
Let's
gonna
do
go.
a real answer.
You're-
Let's not do some make believe cocktail.
you're gonna go. I mean, you're gonna have a ice cold Miller High Life.
No.
Coors? Are you a Denver boy now?
No. I've always liked Coors.
I know you
Coors
do.
and High Life are probably my two. There's this beer called Outlaw out here. You can get 24 of them for $13 at Costco. Just restocked yesterday. So maybe I have one of those off of sheer convenience. If I could plan my return to an alcoholic beverage responsibly, I think it would be a margarita.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I think it'd be I think margarita, hands down, my favorite cocktail. I think it is the best cocktail there is.
That's yeah. They're great. They're delicious.
What's your favorite cocktail?
Oh man, I don't drink cocktails.
Don't fucking say it.
I do love an old fashioned, and I'm not just saying that for the bit. I do love an old fashioned. That is my wedding drink during cocktail hour. I'll double fist old fashions.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean I grew up in Wisconsin, so that's her. But man, that drink that AJ made us, I've been probably getting more than I like to admit.
Is it the gin and tonic with olive juice?
Yeah.
Gin and tonic I really like for a wedding with the olive juice. That one surprised me. When he was the first episode of that, and I go, this was the drink, I go, we might actually have something. Because if people are getting this creative, I loved it.
Yeah.
And then Brandon came, which we still have never released.
Yeah, because the
Brandon.
fire alarm was going off.
Fire alarms. Well, we also had issues with the whole place. But fire alarm should have been going off in my head.
Yeah. Maybe we should have figured out when the person who was with us, who is supposed to work there, doesn't know how to turn off a alarm.
Yeah, and
and
that drink, when he was like, "What's in the ingredients?" and he's like, "Absinthe, whiskey, rum, tequila." Like, what are we making? A bomb? Yeah, but that one grew on you. I started to like it, but I think I was going numb.
Yeah, I think you were getting crazy. Because also he did the thing of like, yeah, I've never tried it. I was like, oh god. But yeah,
it's my favorite cocktail. Really? No,
no, I've never had it. But
I would love to put that. I had fun during that one. I would love to put that out, but I can't.
Yeah, we had fun during a lot of them. I think a lot of it was just enjoying different people on the podcast. I love that, I mean,
yeah, I miss the in-person.
Yeah, you just had the skiing is easy, guys, and like the energy of it and just like chilling was probably even better. It was a great hang, which is I think is always a cool thing.
And we talked about it afterwards, like, hey, instead of, because this is our first time doing anything like that, I'm like, you almost want to have them back on again because, like, all right, the repertoire is there. It's like it really is just hanging out then, because everyone, like, I talked about it on there. It's like no matter what, you're gonna feel like you're performing because the microphone's in your hand, especially the first time. And then the next couple times it gets easier and easier and easier, and you're just hanging out, you're telling stories, and you find the right people who don't have to be as like, they don't have to hold back and reserved and stuff like that. And that's why I like doing it with comedians is a lot of fun. And I still really want you to keep doing that show in Wisconsin in a short form way.
I would love to.
But
yeah,
I mean, it'd be nice if you just fucking did something.
Yeah, if I get a camera, we'll work it out, man.
What are you using right now?
A camera.
Yeah. What is this? And then we'll end it. What is this? If I get a camera, you keep saying this. If I get a camera.
If I get a camera.
What's holding you back?
Time. I don't know if you know this about me,
Time.
Michael. I don't have that much time.
You're doing this for 45 minutes. Skip one a week.
Yeah. I have a lot of
skip
I
one.
have a
I'll
lot
give
of
you the
iron.
week
I have a lot of
off.
irons in the fire. I do a lot of different things, and I have a lot.
No, a lot. Too many irons in the fire. Can't buy a camera.
I will
That's the platitude for
I
it.
will buy a camera. If you go to my GoFundMe link to buy me a camera, and this is down here in the comments, please.
How
What?
much money did you win for the wiffle ball tournament? Use that.
I have to share that with the guys.
Where's mine?
I mean, you have to come. We just use it. It's a gift card, so we just keep using it to buy pictures.
I was gonna say what did you guys win for winning that?
Yeah, you get it.
What did we win?
Yeah, you get a gift card and you get some T-shirts, which we haven't got yet. So
Do I get a T-shirt?
yeah, I put it in the group chat. So we'll see if you get a T-shirt. But
Oh God, if I don't get a fucking T-shirt, how many singles I hit? Are you kidding me?
you hit like
I was rookie
you played
of the
2
year.
games,
Easy.
didn't
Easy. No, I played like 4 or 5.
Okay, yeah,
I was rookie of the year, hands down.
yeah. It's been tough sledding since we our sponsor we can't put on the pocket. Our sponsor went down. We told about that, right?
No, what are we
Okay.
at time?
Oh,
But
we'll save that for the next episode because it is very funny. It's a whole story, so we'll talk
all
about
right. So, well, then ask them if they want to sponsor the outing if they're not sponsoring you, because I can free up some
it.
money.
I'm going to tell you right now, they are not a business for certain
Oh, shit.
reasons. Look,
If you are also not a business and looking to drop some cash you probably shouldn't have on hand and would like it to go to good cause to earn you some brownie points before you go to prison or get arrested by the IRS, send it on over to Michael Kuske. That is MichaelCuske, @ before all those letters, Venmo, not Judd, only Michael, and I'll make sure it goes to a great cause, and that is either My Rent, the Beat Goes On Foundation, or MS Society. Take care. Smell you later. Send us your money.